Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and White Thinking Podcast. You are joined by your hosts, Chick and G.
Hello.
How's it going? Tip top McGee. Magoo.
Yeah.
Is it Magoo?
Yeah.
There you go.
Tremendous.
Tremendous. That's a good one. I'm going to say that now. Anytime anyone asks me tomorrow, I go to therapy and she'll be like, how you doing? Tremendous.
Yeah.
Nice. So, to the outside world, that is not the case.
What do you mean?
You're not tremendous. You would never use that word, and you would never say you are tremendous. That's like you actually being a 10 out of 10. I think the world would be ended if that ever happened.
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm the same as you, tremendous. I
See?
feel like it's been a good thing we've been apart from each other today.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. What, being tremendous?
Yeah.
I think I'm tired. I'm a little bit burnt out, and it's been a long few days. Well, it was a long week for me, and I never really got to catch up. Like, even last night, I thought, this morning I don't have early meetings. I'll actually be able to have a bit of lay-in, and by 2 o'clock I was awake. And I'm really bruised on my back as well. I don't know what the hell's happened. I'm just really tired.
I was digging you in your sleep.
Well, you were fast asleep, snoring.
Yep.
Whilst I'm flipping over and back again. I also forgot to ask you, I know that this is definitely not a part of this, but do you remember the fire alarms going off the other night? Twice?
Nope.
It didn't wake you up?
Nope.
It went off twice?
In here?
Yeah, upstairs.
No idea.
It beeps once and then...
Oh, just battery.
Was that what it means?
Probably just means the battery needs changed.
Oh, okay, well we don't test them, so we do need to test them, but yeah, that was weird.
That'll be alright.
Right. So, what is this podcast about? I'm so tired.
This podcast today, we're discussing how often one should shower.
How often one should shower?
Shower.
Shower.
Not shower.
Shower. That's quite good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
Hey. Go! I was actually proud of that. Shower.
Ah, it was alright.
That sounded a bit more like I'm from down south, didn't it?
Shower.
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 Ah. Anyway.
Okay. And where did this come from?
It came from, was it today or yesterday it was mentioned?
Yesterday, because Chloe and our sister-in-law and your brother-in-law were talking about the same thing. And so I was going to say, no offense that people are going to be offended. I was like, that's some white people, shh. Because my mum showered twice a day.
I know, but she works in hospitals.
I know, but even when she's not working, she's just so used to it. She always says that she can't get into bed. She feels like she's dirty. So she has to shower twice a day.
That's fair enough.
Sometimes she'd shower 3 times a day if she's working.
It's too much, man.
Yeah, but that's what she's used to.
I mean, I guess it varies. Generally, I don't shower every day.
No.
But if it's hot or I've been doing stuff and being sweaty, then I'll shower every day. But generally, not so much.
You're like every other day, aren't you?
Most times.
Most times. Yeah. I can't so when this conversation was happening, I can't remember when it started, but Malenga was like, yeah, I can't lie. I was like, oh, can I deal with this? And I laughed because I was like, yeah, same. But I can't lie. I feel like your genetics as white people, you just don't sweat the same and it doesn't smell the same.
Yeah.
I feel like you could, I shower practically every single day. And yeah, even if I showered twice a day, there were some days you'd be like, I might as well just go and have another shower again. The sweat I have when, in bed, I don't know what it is. Even during the winter, I might be cold, but I'll be sweating. It's very odd.
Yeah. But I mean, as you said, I don't know if it's necessarily that you sweat more, but
It's just a different type of sweat.
the aroma hits different. How's to say?
This is going to make me so uncomfortable. The aroma hits different.
There's that funny old Richard Pryor bit where he talks about he was in somewhere in Africa and picked up this hitchhiker guy, and the Americans in the car were like, "This guy stinks," but then the African guy got out and was like, "You people stink," because of all their like cologne and deodorant and all.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I can't lie. I remember there was one year where we landed in the airport in Zambia, and we got into like the main bit where they like check your passports, and yeah, that hit me, and I was like,
Pretty pungent, wasn't it?
yeah, but I was like, this is definitely a black person thing.
But then, do you think black people who are around black people shower every day,
Yeah,
even in like a country that's mostly black people?
yeah, because
Well, I guess they're going to be hot countries anyway, aren't they?
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
you probably don't have much of a choice.
But also, if you think
But
about
do
the
you
way
think
that
like blacks who live in Alaska shower every day?
I've never seen a black in Alaska, but I would assume so.
Just for argument's sake.
I would assume so because if so, we were talking about the fact that when our niece was first born, they told them not to wash her for a week because they need the nutrients to soak in, which you don't like the idea of.
Mental.
You've made it very clear that
Absolutely
even
mental.
if I was to give birth, you're like, clean that up before I touch it.
Yeah.
But mum being a midwife, like that stressed her out because to her she was like, a week of not bathing the child. What is that? So again, on the cultural side and like things moving on, it's very different in terms of what you're kind of taught now. And I don't know how I would feel just because like the way that I've watched my mum be with like babies and teach people is that you bath a child twice a day. So she was talking about Eliza, like there's no way, again, this makes complete sense that there's no way you could wake Eliza up at like 5 a.m. to give her a shower in the morning. And even when she's coming back, if she's asleep in the evening, you're not going to wake her up as well. So it's not going to be every single day. But I was saying, I think that's just this ingrained thing in us to be like.
I wonder, does that come from being in a hot country where the baby will be sweating all day?
No, I don't think it's just a hot country either.
Because, I mean, what's the point? They're not doing anything anyway, are they? It's not like they're going out.
They just teach you to be super hygienic. Well, it's not even super hygienic. It's not, is it? Because all it does is ingrain that, like for me, for example.
Well, it washes off some of the natural bacteria that you need, particularly like you're not really supposed to wash your hair every day.
Yeah.
Because it's really bad for your scalp.
Yeah, so
and your hair. So how does that not apply then to the rest of your body?
Yes, actually, and which also gets us to then the point of what do you use to wash yourself with? Because you stress me out. But I also get why I stress you out.
Because washcloths are gross.
Yeah, but like if I use a washcloth, I do put it in the washing machine. I do get that in terms of bacteria, but I use the gloves.
Which sit there manky for days.
But they don't sit there manky for days. They dry out.
Yeah, but they're just festering.
Well, I've said I will get one of those, like the antibacterial ones then, because then there's no excuse. Because you're not exfoliating your body. Are you telling me, do you wash... Actually, I can't believe I'm asking this on... I've agreed to marrying you, and I'm asking this on a podcast. Do you wash your legs?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
I'm aware of that whole thing, but no, absolutely. Wash my legs.
You just use your hands to do it all with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stresses me out.
Well,
like,
better than some dirty sponge.
But you all compliment me as well on like how smooth my legs are and like my skin.
But I mean, that would probably be the case anyway.
No.
If you didn't use those disgusting gloves.
No, but those gloves are good.
Because I've seen even like, I think I remember like it came out, Ashton Kutcher I think had said that he didn't shower every day, maybe every couple of days.
I think he said more than that.
Yeah.
But it was like you just allow the soap to drop down your body, and it's not every couple of days. It's like once a week, and then allow the soap to drop from your head down. Like that's not a wash.
No, it's not really.
No.
But I mean, every day is too much.
Is it?
But then, as we've discussed, like, I know that some folks like yourself will use roll-on and deodorant spray.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what freaks me out about you as well. You don't need to use deodorant.
What do you mean?
Like, if you went a day without, like, you've gone a day without using deodorant and you don't smell,
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. So he jokes, well, not jokes, he tells me off in a nice way for using, so he's got this, it's not deodorant, what is it?
It is deodorant.
Oh, is it deodorant?
Antiperspirant's the bad one.
Oh, okay. So I'd use antiperspirant, which I shouldn't be using.
No.
But when I use yours, even then, I'd still need a shower. Because if I don't have a shower, I'd just get really paranoid. And I feel like I'm like super sweaty, but it's like it's doing something to my body where it's not allowing me to sweat the way that I normally would sweat.
Well, that's not true. Because then that would be antiperspirant, which stops you sweating. Deodorant, the clue's in the name. It stops odors.
Antiperspirant doesn't stop you sweating because I still sweat.
Well, no, it's an antiperspirant, a perspiration sweat.
Well, that doesn't work very well, does it?
Well, no, it doesn't. All it does is clog your pores.
Yeah.
Because you're still going to sweat through the rest of your pores unless you spray it over your whole body.
Oh,
Which then I feel like even more if you use antiperspirant, maybe you should shower every day. But then just don't use antiperspirant.
Well, I actually need to find something that's actually like a deodorant then that I can actually use.
I'm sure
because
there
I've
are
seen,
many.
like I started using that, is it Mitchum? Just because it was an offer and I saw someone say like, oh, this one's good. But then that's when you pointed out, no, it's still an antiperspirant, so.
Yep. But then, I guess, scientifically, do you really need to shower every day? Like take out, whatever you're doing, profession, whatever. Probably not. Well, there was also that guy who didn't wash for like 60 years or something.
60 years? Geez.
Whatever. I mean, he looked like he lived in a pile of rubbish, but it didn't kill him.
I
think he had a heart attack or something in the end.
Jeez. I don't think it's about killing you, is it?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if he didn't wash for 60 years and it wasn't the not washing that did him harm, I think he smoked cow dung and stuff instead of tobacco. And
Jesus.
And yet, he was okay. I mean, like I said, he looked dirty.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like, cause him any physical issues or, like, he didn't get sick from not washing.
That's wild.
So I guess it's just a societal thing.
Yeah.
But also, if you're a bit stinky, then I don't mean you, I just mean generally.
No, I was thinking about that because I do think it's a societal thing because like I was saying, even from the context of the way Mum brought us up, we realised that it's very much a Mum thing because like the way that our sister-in-law was saying, like you said, if there were days you knew, do you know what, I need to have two showers today, like that's what she does. So again, it depends on what's happening, whereas we weren't taught that way. So I do guess on some level, does it harm you to wash more often? No, because otherwise Mum would have terrible skin, I'd have terrible skin. So it's about moderation, isn't it?
Well, it probably does more harm to shower every day than to not shower every day.
Well, if you're showering, it's Baltic the way that I'd have it, or used to have it.
Baltic?
What's the word? What's the one for hot? What's the one they use here?
Scalding.
Scalding. No, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Baltic anyway, is cold.
Yeah, I confused the two words. But anyway, if it was a very hot shower,
which is also bad for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But then again, I've not seen personally. I've had no issues, although I have reduced it because again, cost of living.
Yeah. But yes. Do you think it's necessary to shower every day?
I don't think it's necessary to shower every day for everyone.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not. I think it's, yeah, maybe it is a like cultural, societal thing.
Mm.
Guess depends what you're doing too.
Mm.
You know, if you're going to be around people, maybe just have a quick shower.
What, as in just for the sake of if you know you're leaving the house?
Well, I mean, I literally had to have a conversation with a guy as his line manager. It's like, you need to shower.
How did that go? Wasn't it not like an awkward conversation?
I mean, it's an awkward conversation to have, but I guess I didn't feel awkward.
Mm. Yeah, I guess.
But I also feel like that was an issue of cleanliness of clothes as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I suppose if your clothes are clean, that's half the battle.
Mm.
But this person's clothes were dirty and they clearly didn't shower very often.
Yeah,
And they were in close proximity to other people. So it's at a
yeah.
point where people around you are noticing. Then probably at least have one shower.
What a week. Honestly, my mind's like it's just so boggling, mind boggling. Because like especially culturally, and I know there'll be people online that watch this and listen to this that will get where I'm coming from. Because when you're being brought up to go from it, you being a baby and a child, you being bathed twice a day, or at least once a day, and there are people that just happily walk around without showering once a week and longer than that. Like it's just hard for me to comprehend.
I mean, most people probably shower more than once a week.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
But then, how long? I wonder how long it takes for it to actually be noticeable.
Yeah, yeah, because like you're saying, like I might have showered this morning, and I might not smell like it later on. Whereas some people might have gone a few days and you can't smell anything.
I wonder why African B.O is so pungent.
Straight to the point. That's true. I do wonder what
Because,
they
like I
might be.
said, it does hit different.
Well, I'm glad you've never actually said anything to me because I like this is
Well, I know, but I mean, it's like it's just B.O, but it's definitely stronger than
it is as
regular
safe
white
as
B.O.
anything regular white BO.
But you're not disagreeing, so I'm not wrong.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah. So I've not said anything that's untrue.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, is and that's why I'm hearing what you're saying and not taking offence because you're not saying anything offensive to me. But obviously, this is a touchy subject because, especially, as like, can you imagine like you a growing teenager and all of a sudden you just know that you're sweaty all the time and you're worried about how you smell and everyone's got different worries and that's definitely something that I've come across quite a few people
But
that
then
worry about.
teenage boys definitely overdo it on the deodorant.
Oh
Like
yeah.
we walked past some at the beach and it was like they literally just sprayed deodorant.
Oh, this is. Oh, do you know what? The way I've Googled this, some of these answers are very much on the racist side.
Yeah.
So that's not even going to help. There must
No.
just be some type of bacteria. We'll look it up after and we'll see. But someone was also talking about with clothes, the foods that people have at home. So I know, like, obviously, I dated an Asian, a Pakistani, and they would have cooked, and I was around a lot of Indians as well that would have cooked traditional stuff from scratch.
Well, yeah,
So
anybody, if you eat a lot of garlic, you're going to
yeah,
smell like garlic.
yeah.
Um, which is also a good natural insect repellent,
Is it?
which could be part of why people in those countries maybe eat a lot of garlic
Oh, I did not know
and some of
that.
the spices and stuff because it all comes out. Obviously, that's why you smell it. But then you also get people like men who'll shave their armpits because they think it stops BO, but it can't
No.
because then you're still sweating under your clothes.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that, like, say in the summer, if I wear maybe like a polo shirt or something, that'll for some reason be more stinky than if it just were like a shirt.
That's weird.
Like, over the course of a day, it's like a hot day.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then you do that thing where you spray deodorant on it, and it just smells like deodorant and B.O.
Yeah. That's actually quite interesting, yeah, because I remember Dad telling Lenga to shave his armpits. But was that for a visually clean look, or I've never actually asked. That's interesting.
I don't know, probably some weird notion of hygiene.
Yeah.
Which, as I understand it, is probably the opposite effect. But yeah, I think there is definitely, well, to quote our niece recently, it's a race thing. There's definitely a divide.
There is definitely a divide. And in which case, mixed race kids, what happens to them?
Yeah, we should have asked.
That's interesting. Yeah, we should. Can you imagine the conversations we'll be having as a family? It's like,
maybe it's like, the way on some menus you get like the spice. So like 1 chili is mild, 2 is medium, 3 is very spicy. Maybe mixed race kids are like 2 chilies.
2 chilies instead of 3?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to do that research. But yeah, I still believe, and you will still be getting some kind of scrubber for your body. Because you're hairy as well, and you're getting grown hairs. That's what I don't understand. And if you just, I know you don't want to use a glove, but like those things, it automatically stops you from getting.
Yeah, but ingrown hairs isn't that big a deal?
No, it's not that big a deal, but it's the fact that I have to sit there and watch you pick them out of your leg.
One time.
Not one time.
One time.
That's a lie.
I mean, I get them more probably in my face, and I also exfoliate my face regularly.
Yeah, you do.
So it doesn't really do that much to stop them.
Yeah, but your face is also different because the rate that your hair grows on your face, you also shave your face. Whereas your body, that's...
Yeah, but I get them in areas where it hasn't been shaved for ages. So it may help stop them. But even if I were to do it every day, it would still happen.
That's interesting. So does that mean...
Like sometimes I'll find them like usually around here.
Yeah.
So exfoliating might not, like it might make them less frequent, but it's not going to stop them.
But saying that, look at how long your beard is. Like, are you telling me you managed to get it in and you get everything?
Absolutely.
You know what? I'd believe that with you. So maybe you're just prone to more ingrown hairs. Because I'd have certain parts of my body that every so often, like I'll get an ingrown hair in my armpit. But it's like once every 6 months, and then
that's just from shaving, though, isn't it? I don't think whether or not you shower every day, it's still not going to stop that happening. It's a separate issue. Yeah,
but it's just the way that it does it. Because I don't, again, like the way that I shave and what I used to shave now. Like it shouldn't be an issue, and I get them less, but I still every once in a while. So I do feel like there are some parts that are just prone.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, as we said, if you were to ask an even split of white and non-white, it would probably be an even split of absolutely every day and absolutely not every day.
Yeah, I can't lie, I agree.
But I still think there's no need to do it every day.
I'll see how I feel when it comes to our child, because I don't think I'd leave our child. And I just don't think, I don't think I could do it.
Just see. If and when we do have a kid, just leave it a week. See what happens.
Scientific experiment.
Yeah.
Well, I did think, like, that whole thing of, like, once you give birth to them, like, could I leave them for a week the way that they're recommending now? Because
but isn't that just through, like, if it's a cesarean?
No, it's both ways. And if it's a cesarean, like Chloe was saying, they also scrape your vagina out and rub them in.
That's too much information.
Yeah, but it's stuff that you need, or the child needs.
Anyway, in that case, then definitely shower immediately.
Yeah, I can't because there's also on the girl side of it, being on your periods, like straight away that as well. Hormones change the level of sweat, the smell, all of that. So I think it's maybe also slightly different for girls.
I know, but who's smellier than a teenage boy?
Yeah, that's true.
So
the teenage boys should be showering every single day anyway.
until it levels out.
Until it levels out. But who's going to tell you it's leveled out? Can you just tell?
What do you mean?
Because I'm pretty sure, I feel like some people are nose blind.
Nah, you always know.
Or you're just paranoid.
You always know when you've got a bit of B.O, right?
I think so. Or you might just be telling yourself that you've got B.O, but you're being paranoid. Because again, like I said, I know people that would obsess over being super clean that are fine.
I don't know. But like I said, it's probably a race thing.
Yeah, I think it's a race thing. So I'm still sticking with shower every day.
And I'm saying no.
Okay. Right, well. Short and sweet, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, be interested to see what other people have to say about this. But keep liking, commenting, keep leaving your dilemmas and so on. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.